Chores in the game, ready to ignite. Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. Summoning creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright. Caffeine rush fueling his creativity inside. Got a YouTube channel where he's shining so bright. MTG3, the show that takes flight. He's a lyrical beast, spitting fire with every bite. Black metal flow, pounding beats to win sight. No one can stop him, he's on a meteoric height. Super fast Chores, the champion of the fight.
Good morning, hope you're up. Enjoy that coffee in your cup. Good morning from the shelf. Super fast Chores does so well. Sit back, relax, time to chillax. Face the facts, morning coffee show intact. Let's enjoy the show, let's enjoy the flow. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude. Have fun and enjoy the show. Let this channel grow. Let's enjoy the show. Morning coffee is the best. Chatting with friends, we are blessed. Into the mood, coffee for every dude.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
What's up? Put your hands up in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Do not pick your nose. I don't know. I don't know. I'm waiting.
Yeah,
Those are all things I cannot do. Being a head in a jar. I have to have somebody else pick my nose for me.
All right. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Chores Show in the morning. Hope you're doing well. Today, this video is sponsored by the Dark Ritual. You can buy cool cards at cool prices. Well, check out TCG Player. You can scan the code, or you go to Defaults Apprentice on your TCG Player, or the link's in the description. So check it out. It out. Whoop whoop. That is Dark Ritual on TCG Player.
Nice.
Ooh. So, how you guys doing? How you guys doing today, Hillbilly? How are you doing?
Besides this cold, I'm doing all right.
Yeah. Screw that cold. Get over it. Get over
I'm
it.
trying to. I'm kicking my hind end.
Right? KJ, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. So today is going to be a good day, at least in my neck of the woods. It is the clearest blue there is. It was kind of chilly this morning where I'm at, but it's looking like a nice day.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. I'm happy for your day because over here where I live, it's cold, windy, there's snow on the ground. It's going to Hillbilly, so he'll have it in a day or two. So, woo-woo.
So, if you guys live in between me and Tortoise or on the way to Hillbilly's house, expect varied weather.
Oh, yeah.
That is your news report for the day. Thank you very much. And now off to sports.
Off to sports. Speaking of sports, Willer, how are you doing this morning?
Whoop. I'm good. It is definitely getting cold here. I'm now living in gloves permanently because my hands are losing feeling.
Oh yeah.
So, fun.
I can do that. See, my dad, the way his hands work, because he didn't have function of his hands when he's alive, he had to wear biker gloves all the time to help with the calluses on his hands from growing exponentially because of being in a wheelchair.
Yes. Cold, and I'm hugging that coffee mug as well, keeping me nice and warm.
Yeah, you better hug that coffee.
All the warmth.
Coffee brings happiness.
Too true, it does.
All right. Moving full.
Great start. Excellent.
Great start. Excellent. All right, moving full. So, today's a wonderful day. We have an interesting topic today. We're going to hit home today. Trust me, there's a lot going to happen today. You guys do not know what is in store for today. Like, the topic of the day is happiness is a choice, no MTG needed, right? No Magic the Gathering needed.
Okay, I'm back.
Why don't you ever mute your mic when you leave, other than here?
I forgot to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't get mad. I'm sorry.
It's like it's an entrance, a sound effect. It's like we know when you come back, it's like coo, 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 coo. Yeah, I'm back.
I'm sorry.
Oh my lord! All right, so before we get into the big topics of the day, we're having a wonderful day. We're having a conversation about many things. We're one day closer to Will's birthday.
Indeed.
It's creeping up there slowly.
Yep.
We're tortoising our way there.
Towards
Yes.
One day towards one day closer to elderly.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
Y'all
know
gotta
what?
get.
You know what?
I'm after hell, Wheeler.
Today's a good day. Tomorrow will be even a better day when we kick off this cool fundraiser auction that we're doing for Magic the Gathering cards held on November 22nd, which is tomorrow on the 2024 this year. That's tomorrow, live only on YouTube. There's the information. We'll cover more later because tomorrow's episode will be about discussing the
that
auction.
crept up on us.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait for tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Wait till you see the card of the day. Ooh. Like Hillbilly will wish he could join the show or join the auction when he sees the card of the day today.
Okay.
Probably. But I'll be there helping you, though.
Oh, yeah, you will. And you're going to be crying when you see this card. You're like, I want this card. I want this card. All right. Oh, but other than that, how you guys doing? Let's say hello to people in chat. We got Coogee Dude. Coogee Dude. Hello. How are you? I'm trying to find a good comment that's not just broken up. There we go. Good morning, my creep. Hello. And he did it right. He didn't say creeps.
Coogee.
Creep.
Dude.
Good job.
Coogee. Dude.
Yeah.
Up, could you, dude?
Coogee Dude. Where are you? We got an adventure now. Cane Shaker, what's up? Morning, coffee people. Cane Shaker in the house. What's up? That's right. I was going to try to rap, but I don't want to rap. I suck at it. I suck at rapping. And thank you for putting in the commands. See the Debalt's Princess link popped up for his YouTube channel. Woo woo. Yeah, he's an unofficial sponsor for today because he reached out to me. He's like, I want to send stuff to you for karma. And I'm like, well, I can do something in return. I'm like, I'll just have you sponsor a video, put your information up. So, Cane Chicker, you helped out. So, I'm getting like a care package or something from him.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He's going to send you a gift.
It was awesome. It was awesome. But, yeah. So, breathe. And despite of drinking coffee, because you're going to spite that coffee, what's got you guys in a good mood today?
Just hanging out with friends on here. And I consider everybody here friends, and that's awesome. And it's crazy because we've never met at all. The only way we've met is through the internet.
That you know of.
Right.
I mean, I am that guy who's just showing up everywhere. It's like, hey, how you doing? Do I know you? Of course you know me.
Yeah. So what's got you in a positive mood today, KJ?
Oh, everything. You know, like I said, today's turning out to be a nice day in my neck of the woods. You know, all you guys that are having gray weather, well, you know, must have done something wrong because I have good weather today. But on complete seriousness, I'm happy. Yesterday was a good day. Jesse and I had a great show. I'm going to be hanging out with my friends today. You guys are here, of course, at chat or in chat. You guys are awesome and make my day better every day. So, but today I have some plans for to finish up some projects, and I'm really excited about how these projects are turning out because I mean, you know, they're fun things for some of my friends, and I also have a couple of clips that I'm going to be releasing next week.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I just happy. I'm happy.
How Willer, how are you doing today? What's keeping you positive today?
Well, last night I happened to finish. Well, it was the last night and the day before. I finished off 2 new songs, which I've done the lyrics and filling for, and I shared it with my basketball club today, and they
Nice.
seem to be loving it. So that's
That's
both
awesome.
my coach for one and the whole club for the other one. They seem to be really loving them. So that's always a nice boost.
That is a
Great.
boost. It's a confidence booster. I like it. Cane Checker asks, "Hey, how Willer, do you remember the day I got thrown out of stream?"
I'm not saying he's salty, but he just might be a little bit have a little bit of that salt
Well, I've been,
on him.
I've been so wrapped up. I haven't been able to call him since then either. So I feel so bad.
I was reading his comment before that.
Moving full.
Yeah.
What's got you positive today?
I'm been playing my video games, and that always keeps me positive.
Playing video games. You know, one day you're gonna find yourself in the world of Jumanji.
I hope it's the board game one and not that one from the new movie.
Oh, most definitely. If you're going to be playing Jumanji, it better be the original Jumanji. No weird video game one where you die and, oh, look, there you are. You're back again.
Yeah, 3 lives. 3 lives. Well, I like the way they did Jumanji with the video games because it's the most like they use a retro console. It is more retro. It's more retro that more people play video games today than they do board games. So it made sense to go that route.
Yep.
But they didn't have to call it Jumanji. They could have called it something completely different. So
Exactly.
it would have been a good movie.
The idea itself isn't bad.
All right.
The original Jumanji just held so much more fear and sort of. There was just a bit more tension, and
there was an ominous feeling to the movie that made it intriguing.
Yeah,
and there were consequences as well to the. You know, if you rolled your dice incorrectly, there were consequences, which I know the new one just doesn't seem to have it quite so much.
You know, Jumanji is from a series of children's books that were about games. There was 3 of them. They released 2 movies. One was Jumanji. The second one was the Zathura. And then, the third one, I don't remember what it was called, but they never made a movie off of it. But there was 3 children's books in that series. And
Zathura is the space one, isn't it?
That was the space one.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
They were part of the same series, and I was kind of disappointed when they didn't come out with the 3rd book. I mean, they were little novelettes, you know, 100 pages or less.
I enjoyed both of the Jumanji movies.
Right. All I can say, one can replace Robin Williams from the original Jumanji movie.
That is too true.
Too true.
I mean, no one can replace Robin Williams anything. He's a classic.
Oh yeah, he's a classic, and he always will be a classic. I mean, he was such a great comedian. I love the way he acted, especially in movies like Mrs. Doubtfire and all that.
I agree. I agree. I think I agree because I'm generationally biased.
Right.
And
I mean, you find out though the extra stuff that he went through and the struggles he's living through. It makes his performance and all that stuff just that little bit more special.
Right.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and you know what? He put his heart and soul into his movies, and he did a good job. Sadly, I don't know if you knew this, but one of the original Batman films, like the Michael Keaton era, he was supposed to play the Riddler as one of the he was offered to be the Riddler in one of the Batman films, but he turned it down. That's why they got Jim Carrey.
Oh my gosh, he would have been a perfect perfect Riddler.
But
Yeah.
that was also before he started going into like the really, really serious movies where he started
Right.
playing villainous characters. Because like at that point in time, he only did serious movies like in the drama form, like Good Morning Vietnam, and then he also did like he was all comedies, and so like having him as a I guess wouldn't have fit with his acting style at the time, although he did end up playing some good villainous characters. I mean, 8mm, great movie.
Right.
Guys, I'm getting a call. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm sorry
Alright.
about this.
All right.
See you later.
See you
Have
later.
a good one.
Take care. Whoop, whoop.
He would. I think if he played in Batman, he would have made a perfect Riddler.
Mhm.
It would have definitely changed the feel of that particular Batman movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See, Jim Carrey, when he did the Riddler, he tried imitating the 1960s TV show Riddler, and that's why he was so outrageous as he was.
Jim Carrey is good, but I'm sorry. Dang it, my mind just went blank.
Mhm.
Robin
Williams?
Williams. Yeah, Robin Williams. Robin Williams is better than Jim Carrey. I'm sorry. I do like them both. Don't get me wrong.
It's
Jim
like
Carrey
apples and
has
oranges.
moments. You just have to find the right roles for them.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's
like
like
apples
Keanu
and
Reeves. You
oranges.
put him in the wrong role, and he's going to be absolutely terrible. But you find the right roles for him, and he absolutely bosses it.
It's true. I mean, look at how Heath Ledger interpreted the Joker and made a badass Joker.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know? Like no one ever saw that coming because what his biggest film at that time was Brokeback Mountain and the Night movie where he played the Night, Knight's Tale, right? Two
I
biggest
love Knight's
movies.
Tale.
Oh, it's a great movie, and his characteristic of the Joker was so unique and different from what he normally plays. You never know what you're going to get when you get a good actor and who takes the role seriously.
Yep.
I
I
mean,
mean, you have somebody different from him in that movie, and that movie would have an entirely different feel. It's not the movie. He didn't make the movie, but it certainly probably wouldn't have been nearly as good with somebody else because he just hit perfectly as to that feeling and the way that the character sort of needs to be brought to life.
oh yeah, it's very true. Very true. Now, thinking of very true things, it's time we get to.
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Put up a fight, gonna leave them all in fright. Playing Magic the Gathering on a Saturday night. So many creatures, casting spells with all his might. Sipping on more coffee to stay awake and bright.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look, we had a fun conversation about a lot of things that are going on, and we're over time on that segment. But we need to get back on track, and the only person who knows how to get back on track, well, today is KJ. That's right, KJ. I'm calling you out.
Oh, me?
Yeah. What time?
All I know is that it's the card of the day.
Card of the day. Combo breaker.
Oh dear, I think we might have killed Hillbilly. This card is just so powerful that it just knocked him out. Anyone got some incense? Mrs. Hillbilly, we might need some I can't say the word.
Someone call the EMT. Hillbilly needs what's the word?
No one can say the word.
Resurrection. Resurrection.
Right. Vito Thorn of the Dusk Rose is a vampire. A vampire that Hillbilly I know wants. And it's in the auction coming up. Vito Thorn of the Dusk Rose costs 2 generic and a black. It's a 1/3 legendary creature vampire cleric with whenever you gain life, your opponents lose that much life. A good ability, we know. You pay 3 generic, 2 blue, and says creatures you control gain lifelink. 2 blue, 2 black. I mean 3 colors, 2 black. Giving you all your creatures lifelink is a big swing with this dude. Hey, Billy. This card's calling your name.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
So,
Indubitably.
is your wallet prepared for this one tomorrow, there, Hillbilly?
I'll be there. I always are. I always is. Yeah. I do that.
Cane Checker asks us, Hillbilly needs to change his shorts. That's right. But Vito Throne of the Dust Rose is a strong vampire that could work really well in Hillbilly's vampire deck.
Oh,
But
yeah.
also a good card in general. People run it as a commander, and some people run it in the 99. He's just a solid card all around. Yeah, so I got a feeling Hillbilly will probably try to bid on this card.
Yeah, I believe I will.
Let's
See.
just say that the artist spent some time on this one. This one is a nice piece. The artwork alone,
Mm.
you know, that should be framed up and put in a museum.
We'll see how his hands are bloody. This is the doctor who decapitated your head and put your head in a jar.
Tis true.
This is true.
Tis true. I remember this day.
Right? And see, this picture was taken as him celebrating of giving your body life as it roams free throughout Transylvania, and your head's in a jar floating out in the future.
I still don't know what that body's doing. Ungrateful thing.
Right. All right. Yeah, this is a good card. I hope you guys go bid well, bid high for it, but like, I mean, it's not an expensive card by any means, but it's pretty decent, and it's really good for Hillbilly's deck. See how I'm trying to tempt Hillbilly into bidding? Yeah, look at that. Vampire. Vito of the Dusk Rose. Thank you, Cane Checker. Now I can shove this in Hillbilly's face and make him want this card.
Yeah. I do want it.
Yeah. All right, now let's get to some pictures of the day. A picture of the day. Boom. Just woke up to this and it made my day. It's a happy cup of coffee.
Drink me, and you'll be happy.
That's right. That's right. Drink me and be happy. Get the little extra energy going crazy. Maybe you'll have a smile that big on your face too once you're done drinking the entire cup.
There is a YouTube channel that I watch that is baristas making different types of coffees.
Uh-huh.
And they have this thing called a frothaccino.
Yeah.
And it gets all frothy on the top. Then they take like a little air gun, little tiny little thing, looks a couple inches tall and with compressed air, and they blow it to give it big bubbles for eyes, and then they shape the froth into a smile.
Nice.
I don't remember what the name of the YouTube channel is right offhand, but just look it up, chat, if you're interested. And it's these people doing coffee art.
Mhm.
Literally.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I want to drink some coffee art.
That would be interesting to see. I might look that up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, next picture of the day. Now for a happy little coffee. We're going to paint one in this picture.
We just had our happy little coffee.
Bob Ross.
I almost say we should have had this one first.
I love Bud Ross.
Right. See, this is actually not Bob Ross. This is how KJ looks when his head's taken out of the jar and his hair dries out.
The humidity will get to you.
That's why it's not half all the time. It's there to really hide this ginormous floof that's just hidden underneath them.
That's right.
That's not
Blow
my
dry
hair. That's
KJ's
Q.
hair.
Q's just sitting on my head.
Well, I guess one way to keep warm, use the cat.
All right. But yeah, I do like Bob Ross too. He's a really excellent painter. He makes you feel intelligent for watching his paintings. Like, I'll teach you how to paint like me. You try to paint like him, you suck at it, but you're like, hey, he taught me how to do it. And you're like, I'm positive.
Yep.
I mean, the video makes it seem so simple. We just this little here. We're just going to make a happy little cloud. But you
Right.
try it yourself, and it's never so simple. How does he make it seem so simple?
Right? You know, and you want to know a cool fact about Bob Ross is he never got paid for an episode of his show.
Huh.
That's
He
just
He actually made
criminal.
money off selling the paints that he used in the show.
Yeah, he had his own paint and brush line. That's where he made his money. Also, if you've watched the documentary about Bob Ross, it's kind of really sad on some of the reasons why he didn't make any money anywhere else. And his business partners ripped him and his family off.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole different story there. We're not going to get into that story today, but that was a big story. All right. Now, the next picture of the day was showed to us by Mrs. Hibberly. Good morning, coffee. The only thing that tames the beast within.
You got to have yourself the B glass, the big glass of coffee.
That's right. Big glass, big glass. Arrrr, caffeine. Do. Shout out. Caffeine. Shout out. Arrrr, coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But if you're feeling a little down today and you need a little pick-me-up, just think of your local T-Rex trying to fix their bed.
Wow.
Look at their small arms.
Got these
Struggling.
itty bitty arms, and I don't think we thought this thing through.
That was a good movie, too. Meet the
I
Robinsons.
just imagine the T-Rex has a cat, which inevitably means as soon as you start changing that bed, that cat's on the bed.
Mhm.
So now he's changing a bed while also navigating around a cat.
Right.
Karma!
Karma, hello.
Hello.
Hello. Karma. Hi. But yeah. Yep, let's think of a little dinosaur. Now, if you have a picture of the day you want to share, if you're a part of Discord, you can share pictures of the day and be featured on this show, your picture of the day, and get a shout out because you rock, you rule. And I want to thank you guys for sharing those pictures of the day. And also, if you have a question of the day, you can ask the question on Discord too. If you ask the question on Discord, you can be featured asking that question, right? It'd be awesome. You can participate in the show. And if you're liking the show and this is your first time here, hit that like button. If you're liking the show so far, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more like this, because you rock, you rule. And now, getting to the question of the day segment, we're going to get to here. Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day. The question of the day is brought to us by AI Morgan Freeman. Let's see what he has to ask.
What is your happy thought for today? What happy thought will get you motivated for the day?
I like how AI cannot make a question sound. Like he's asking questions, but they're in the form of statements.
I felt like he was asking it in the form of Dr. Seuss, like if he was a Dr. Seuss character. So what is a happy thought that's got you motivated today? Like I know Hillbilly's happy thought is he wants to get over this cold. For sure.
Yeah, that and just being alive for another day.
Right. See, in the AI generator, which thank God let me use it again for a bit until I overuse it, apparently. It gives me a certain amount of space to write a question, so I couldn't ask the real question. I was going to make a question sound like a Peter Pan Neverland kind of question, like what a happy thought will make you fly, because I can, in Peter Pan's tale, if you have a happy thought and you got fairy dust sprinkled on you, you can fly, like in Hook. The movie Hook with Robin Williams. See how that continued from earlier? Robin Williams is a great actor. Like what's a happy thought that gets you going today? Like, hell, Willer?
Did she do a Mogan fool?
I'm here. I'm here. I had another thingy open at the same time and it wouldn't close, so I but no, I get happy I tend to get happy when I know things that I'm doing are making other people happy, and whether that is just the fact that I'm playing with my cat and I see that my cat is enjoying the time and things.
Right. That's pretty cool. Happy cat. I like petting the cat till it purrs, and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
The cat gets mad because I stop petting it when it purrs because I just put my ear against the cat and like just keep on purring. It sounds relaxing.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff that makes me happy.
Like,
For one, being with family every day, you know, having my wife, having food, because you know I love to eat. Can't turn down food. So that's one thing that makes me happy. Being with Mrs. Hillbilly, spending time with her, that makes me happy. And also playing with my dogs.
The bringers of happiness are pets. Definitely one of the things that I look forward to when it comes to brightening my day. Absolutely. There's also, I have things like particular trigger moment television shows or movies that I watch, depending on the mood I'm in, to either make me not angry, like an Angry Day movie, to make me go realize that's there's no reason to be angry. So I put on an Angry Day movie. I have particular moods to bring and shows that bring me back into a happy feel. I also like reading comic books.
But KJ, what's a positive thought that you have, a happy thought today that got you motivated?
Oh, motivate. You know what? Today I'm motivated because of everything. I mean, I already said that I'm happy the weather's nice. I'm happy that I said at the beginning of the show, I was happy that that like everything's been going right this week, content wise, when it comes down to what I'm trying to put together. And but the overall combination of everything, just looking at like, you know, the small picture, you don't see it all the time, but the big picture as it comes together, you know, you're like, you know what, things are better than they seem. You know, the world may be kind of chaotic and we're all running around like chickens with our head cut off, trying to get to Walmart, get our food, get our bills paid. But when we sit down and relax to it, we're here. We're doing the best we can. And the big picture shows that we're actually doing real good. And that's something to feel positive about, for me at least today. And that's how I'm looking at today, looking at that entire big picture from the last week.
Well, and you know, and it's a good thing because like sometimes we get so focused on the small details that tear us down emotionally from being happy that we forget to look at the big picture.
Yep. Exactly.
You know, these small little things, these small things that aggravate us, that make us upset. Somebody leaving a comment on a YouTube video that really they don't have any idea what's going on. Those are small things that can set us off. But once you look at the big picture and go, you know what? Pretty good, really, right? You know, I mean,
yep. No, that reminds me. Another thing that makes me happy is when somebody does leave comments on my videos and looking at the numbers of how many subs that I got. I mean, that's remarkable, and I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see the tortoises sub level go up.
Right, yeah. Like I'm always happy about comments on the videos and watching people's sub levels go up. I like seeing people do good jobs. Now, sometimes I get jealous when people do jobs that are good, right, in quality. Sometimes I look at someone's job like on content creation, and I get jealous of how well they're doing, but I forget to look at how well I'm doing, and I forget. And sometimes I compare myself to other people the wrong way. You know, so you know what makes us happy is knowing we're doing good, no matter what frustrations might get in the way. It's always a positive light to look at things.
Indeed.
And now with that, we need to click this button.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Moves, the strategies, and the flair. Super fast tortoise is running the show. The crowd goes wild wherever he goes.
You all right?
Yeah. I started laughing. New segment of the day kind of thing going on here. Brought to you by KJ, and I had to share it. He said he'd work on it, so I'm keeping him to his word.
Cool.
On November 17th, 1863, James H. Mason of Massachusetts received a patent for the coffee percolator, a groundbreaking invention that transformed how coffee was brewed, making it richer and more flavorful. May your coffee be strong and your day be smooth, just like a perfectly brewed cup.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounded British.
I was trying to find a replacement for Jesse Hohwiller, but so far,
How dare you?
what? No.
How dare you? I cannot be replaced. I am the one, the only.
So a little factoid of the day I thought was really cool.
I'm going to try to do 1 week. I'm going to try to make sure that we have 1 week. So be sure to watch for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So little snippet that I thought was really cool about coffee. But let's get to the topic of the day. And TCG Dude just popped in for the topic of the day.
Yay!
Hey,
What's up, everybody? Good morning.
And
Good
Kane
morning.
Chicker said there's no replacement for Jesse.
No.
I
No,
think
we can't. We can't get AI to replace Jesse. Oh, jeez.
Thank you very much.
All right, now we're going to get to the monologue of the day because Tortoise likes making long monologues. Holy cow, it's a long monologue. Breathe in, focus. Happiness is a choice. We decide to be happy. Sometimes it comes easy to us. Sometimes it is harder than we want it to be. We can't let Magic the Gathering or events in our lives decide our emotions for us. We need to keep our heads above water when it comes to our emotions. Being a full-time YouTuber, a full-time husband, and a dad like me, or let's say it's like TCG Dude, because he's new to the dadhood thing, right?
Yeah, this baby's a little more than imaginary.
Right? You know, and sometimes it's easy to let stupid things bug you, especially if you're bipolar like me or have some issues like some other people. The reality of certain things must be done, chores, paying bills, making food, and sometimes it's a struggle for people with disabilities or things that hinder their mood in general, right? So it's a little harder sometimes. Sometimes it takes a little extra strength. That's why people are stronger than me. Going grocery shopping can be aggravating. Shoveling the snow or having to mow the lawn. So many things can happen. Friends hurting our feelings, being left out, and fun times with people, being left out of fun times with people we care about, want to hang out with. Or sometimes we place our emotions on things and people and events. Sometimes we make our emotions dependent on other stuff rather than ourselves. I, for example, struggle with FOMO, fear of missing out. Getting the latest Magic set, I can't always do that, and sometimes I struggle with that. You know, that can bring me down, or being forced to exclude myself from spell table games of Commander, or having to leave my friends because I have chores to do and things to do. You know, sometimes reality gets in the way of my personal life, right? These are things that can drag my emotions down. One thing I see people in general struggling with a lot with being happy is when friends have adverse opinions on political thoughts and things about Magic the Gathering in the community. Sometimes people will retaliate with snarky comments and try to push buttons to change your mind. But reality is only you control your happiness. Happiness is a you thing. It's a me thing. It's personal to each and every one of us. Now, we can't be happy in every situation, but we can control our emotions and how we act upon them. Some people hate our successes. Some people think we don't deserve the hard work rewards and will act like so. It is our choice to keep positive in the mixed up world of emotions. We make our paths, we make our decisions, and we live through our consequences of those decisions. How we grow from them is determined on how we react and respond. Let's talk about that. So I want to talk while I catch my breath.
Nice. Go ahead, DJ.
I was just thinking it is very much so a you situation, happiness, and nobody is going to be able to make you happy.
Mm.
You know, and I suffer from depression,
Mm.
anxiety, and whatnot. So like I find that like finding true happiness is you know, people like I want to try just find true happiness, be content with life and be happy and just be able to like be oblivious to some of these things that usually bring me down. And because that is individual to every person, it is hard. You know, you ask these questions like what makes you happy. You ask the right question: what made you happy today? And the key word in that is what made you happy today.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because
happiness is
so
very much an internal thing, not an external thing. Like external things can make you happy, but it's finite. You know, ultimately it starts from within.
Right, that's true. Good words, TC dude. Man, like you know what makes me happy is people show up to my show, hang out with me, have a good time, have a conversation. Sometimes the conversations are adverse from each other, opinions are adverse, but as long as we're having a good time together, that makes me happy always. You know.
Well, I suffer from depression. I suffer from, and I guess you call it anxiety because I can't stand to be around a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I do suffer from those. But what makes me happy, gets me through the day, is when I see my dog beside me, where I can love on him, pet him, and brings me up out of that. And then being here makes me even more happy, which brings me up even more.
Mm-hmm. There are two people here with us on the show that can tell you how hard it is to be happy sometimes, because they're in adverse situations. We got Hal Willer, who's in her own situation where she struggles a little more than us, but she chooses to be happy. We have KJ, who deals with cancer and how hard that can be. And those people, or these two people that I'm talking about here on stream, you know, they can tell you the importance of a positive attitude more than I could, you know, more than anybody else could, because they deal with this every day on a harder scale. And I say that because even though it might become easier to them now that they worked hard at it, but some people don't realize how hard it can be to keep up that positive motivation to be happy.
It's a
very
continuous
much.
it's a continuous struggle for a lot of people, even people who aren't suffering from an ailment or a disability. Now I don't put any discount on anybody else's feelings when it comes down to depression, for example.
Right.
I understand, you know, everybody and their mother nowadays is dealing with some form of depression, anxiety, some sort of condition of life, not condition of health necessarily, but condition of life that kind of brings us down and gets us to a certain point of, are we doing the right things? Are we even, what's the purpose? All these questions that go through our heads. And I'll tell you what, you know, I mean, you don't have to have a disability. You don't have to be suffering from an ailment. You don't have to be stressing so hard because of school. It could be everything that can get people to have moments of depression, also dealing with bouts of anxiety, and also whatever. I mean, Hillbilly doesn't like to be around people. I particularly don't either, but in order to deal with that anxiety, I hide amongst the people I don't want to be around.
Exactly. I know exactly where you're coming from there, KJ.
And Hal Willer was about to say something.
I also struggle with both depression and anxiety. So it does get me. There are times where I can't get out of it, and you know, you can't find something that makes you happy or brings you joy or something. And I don't like going out places, but if I can find a friend that will go somewhere with me, it definitely encourages me more to go out, because I can then I cling on to my friend and sort of, they are my protective bubble. They will keep me safe.
Makes sense. You know, a friend like a spouse or something like that. So like someone who's just a friend. Well, in my case, it's my spouse. Like when we go out together, it's more comfortable for me. So, you know, I don't feel so alone. I don't feel so shy. I feel like I got someone to bounce off of and someone to help me out if, like, I have a panic attack, you know?
Yeah, there's someone there that you look at and you know you're safe, that it gives you a bit of comfort feeling. Even if you are panicking or something, you know that doesn't matter. You can have your panic attack, or you can, you know, go bit bonkers, because you know that person is still going to be standing by you, ready for when you're a little more with it or whatever.
Right. Yeah, because happiness is a choice that we constantly fight for. And look, I'm not saying everything is going to be all rainbows and butterflies here, even though the thumbnail shows rainbows and butterflies. All right. But this is a topic I think it will hit harder for those people who are watching, because the winter times is actually one of the most depressing times of the year. And sure, we got Thanksgiving, sure, we got Christmas, but wintertime is one of the strongest times where people struggle with these emotions.
Oh,
I mean,
very much.
yeah.
I think the fact that half of the day, or more than half the day, is in darkness is a big factor to it. You look, you see the sun come up, and it gives you a bit of a ooh. It just lightens things up a little. And when you wake up and go to work and it's dark, or you come home from work and it's dark, and you start thinking, what have I done with my day? It's dark when I left. It's dark when I came back. It's what is the point?
Right.
Yup.
Look at this episode might not be my biggest episode. It's not going to be my biggest episode. It might be one of my lowest running episodes. But this is one of those conversation pieces that I think some people have to hear, because they're having a hard time getting out of their own head. And if they're listening and they're watching, and sometimes it gives them an adverse way of thinking. Because like a lot of things I mentioned, sometimes you can't go out with your friends, you know? Like sometimes it bugs me. I can't go to Alaska and visit TC Dude, you know? TC
Right.
Dude, you know, I can't visit him. You know, he's one of the good friends of the channel. You know, I can't just walk over to KJ and hang out with him, or Hillbilly. You know, yeah, God forbid if I can't walk to there, I can't visit Hillwiller. We can't all hang out with Hillwiller because she's across the pond and I'm not a good swimmer.
I swim like a rock straight to the bottom.
You know,
wow.
You know,
Yes, my family, we're good drowners and less on the swimmers.
Right. So you know, that altercation brings a certain limited relationship building that we have with each other. You know. And sometimes it gets me depressed that, you know, I can't just hang out with KJ. I can't just hang out with TC Dude, you know. There's a little bit of FOMO because, you know, sometimes it'd be cool to hang out with someone, eat a pizza together, you know. Maybe we're watching the new Jurassic Park movie. Who knows? Or, you know, maybe the new Alien movie that actually came out. You know, something. You know, things you could do with friends in real life. Or playing a real game of Commander with Hillbilly. You know, listen to music in the background where you can't do that on Spell Table. You know, snacking on Cheetos and ruining our cards.
Yep. That would be fun. I would love to do that.
Right?
But as far as the anxiety goes, I mean, it feels like kind of like claustrophobia, like the walls and closing in on you. But if you got that friend there and everything, it seems like you got somebody in there with you. Keep those walls from closing, so it's not as bad.
Right.
And that's why I'm glad I got Mrs. Hillbilly. When we do go places, she's there for me to help those walls stay open.
Right. You know, So that's what my wife does for me. She helps me keep my emotions contained, my thoughts contained in a certain realm, so I can live and function more as a normal person in my boundaries. You know, that's how it works sometimes with people, with having that friend, that system there. You know, there's a lot that goes on. Like, look, I don't know how people think of my show or think of me through my show, but everything's not you know, cake and ice cream here. It's not. I don't know if that's the correct term. It's not chocolate and roses. I don't know what the correct term is. This my life is not as happy as I always seem on show. I
feel like you're doing the Big Daddy. It's like it goes together like lamb and tuna fish.
Yeah. That's funny. You know the one thing I remember the most from that movie is when the guy's trying to spell trying to say hippopotamus. He's like hippo. That was funny.
Right, that's a classic.
Or damn you, Scuba Steve. All right, but anyways, yeah. So you know, that's how it is. And look, we all live different. We all live different motivations too. Like my motivations in my house. You know, there's 3 people that live in my house. Me and my wife and my son lives in his own segment of the house because we're a conjoined family, meaning like we all pay our bills. And we live under the same roof, but you know we're two separate. Like even though we're one house, we're 2 families in a house. That's how it's looked at. You know, my son's my son, but he pays half the bills. He does half the things. You know. So
same here.
You know, that's how it works. How it works in our house is we got to keep ourselves motivated. I mean, poor kid has to go to work every day. Well, the wife works every day too, you know. But like they work every day. They have to be motivated to go to work every day. They're not more working every day. I'm the only one who doesn't go to work. Right? That's why I take care of the house. That's why I make the dinner. That's why I do all the things. That's why after the show I have to leave and do some chores. I'm the person who glues the 2 households together, really. Mm-hmm. You know. So no one understands that. You know, and no one looks at me and thinks, man, that guy's mom in Utah is probably having issues. Who knows? No one thinks about that person whose dad out there has to do dialysis every day. You know, they don't look at me and they think of that. They don't know what's behind their lives, and that's just bringing up real life situations where things are happening. They're in the back of their mind, but we hide in front of everybody. And here we are. This morning coffee show is about bringing happiness to people in the best way I can and we can. I say I can because, you know, I run the show, I put the show together, right? But we together on the show, Hillbilly, KJ, Hell Wheeler, TC Dude, and anybody else like the bot when they're on the show, we try to bring happiness to people because we want to brighten their day. It's a morning show. No one wants to wake up in the morning and be like, there's a car crash on Main Street again. Someone you don't like did this. Or something that like the news is full of sad.
So what I'm hearing is what would make you happy is having a chef's apron that says "Kiss the Turtle."
Right. Look, I'm the cook in the house. Like the wife can cook better than me, but I cook all the time, so I'd wear that.
Hell yeah,
I'd wear that. Kiss the turtle. But like what was funny is last night, see my wife, she works the graveyard shift and her lunch comes earlier than the actual time she eats at work because she goes to work and 2 hours into work she has to take her lunch because the way breaks work at night overnight she has to take her lunch 2 hours after work, so she'll just sit and talk to me. Last night I have 3 turtle dolls. I won't lie, I have 3 turtle dolls, 2 pink ones I got at Goodwill Bins, a mom and a baby turtle, and I got them just because they're turtles and they're pink, so it was ironic. That's just me. Then I got a little green turtle, which I found at Goodwill Bins too. And last night I pulled this turtle off the shelf and I started making a turtle voice and be like, "I'm Mr. Turtle," and started talking to get her out because she's going through some emotional stuff herself lately. So, you know, like I say at the end of every show, try to make someone's day a little bit happier. You know, I really mean that. It's if you can try to make someone's day a little bit happier, you know.
Well, did your wife? I got a question for you, Tortoise. How'd
What's
your
up?
wife like her turtle cards that I sent to her?
You mean the frog cards?
Yeah, frog cards. I
Yeah,
mean,
she loved them.
oh,
Oh yeah, she's like looking into binders to put them in.
awesome.
Yeah.
Glad she liked them.
Oh, she loves. Oh, dude, she loves anything frogs. You did not disappoint. Like it was tempting to take out that frog. That was a legendary out of there. So it was hard not to take that myself.
How dare you? That was hers.
Right. Cane Shaker. It takes a real man to own a pink turtle. That's right. Super fast tortoise. Even though he's green. But no, so don't let me hog up all the oxygen here. What do you got? Some of your guys' thoughts?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I enjoy. Yeah, I made sometimes you never know when I'm depressed when I'm not, because I do try to hide it from others because I don't want to bring them down. It
Right.
seems like, and I've always think to myself, if I'm depressed, and my people, such as my viewers, and people on here that since I'm part of this show every day, if I bring my depression here and on my channel, I can bring everybody on my channel down with their feelings. I don't want to do that, so I tend to hide my depression.
Mhm.
And I try to come up with ways to make my viewers and people happy.
Right.
I always try to make them laugh.
Mhm.
And because if I make them laugh, I make myself laugh, which brings me up.
You know, sometimes it's a little about making them laugh. Sometimes it's just about putting a little smile on the face. You know.
Yep. Just like I want that pink Cadillac where I can put on the Pepto Bismol color and have on the back of it. I got diarrhea.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean something like that. Well, it's funny.
Tibalt's here. Thinking of the sponsor of the day.
What's up, Tibalt?
Tibalt, look at that. I posted this up earlier for you, and I shouted your channel out and told people about your shop. So you're the sponsor of the day today. Look at that. Look at that. You can scan that card. Go to Tibalt's Apprentice, that TCG player. You can definitely check out the sweet cards he has online to purchase some sweet Magic Gathering cards. He even has Dustmorn and he has some Foundation cards set up. He had some good cards all in general.
Oh yeah, man! I'll say he's got a bunch of good cards there. Made.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I got some cards from. Hey, and also another thing too about that, if you do order cards from Tibalt's, you will get a sticker.
Tibalt's Apprentice sticker. Woo woo. That's a cool looking sticker too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Look at that. You know, like I know how hard it is to not have friends in your life. Like you guys are my friends. You guys are my internet friends.
Right.
But I really don't have friends in real life. Like I don't have friends to hang out with really.
Yep.
So I know how important it is that you guys are in my life. You know, Hillbilly's in my life every day possible when he can. KJ's in my life every day possible he can. You know.
Well, I try to be around. You know. I mean, my internet friends,
right,
are probably some of the closest people I know right now.
Right, and you know, Hellwiller making herself known in our little community here. You know, becoming friends. TCU being awesome. You know, it's intriguing to realize how important you guys are to the show, right? You know, you guys are more important than you think about it. You think like it's easy to think, oh, I'm on different shows throughout the week. I'm just a face on camera, but you don't realize how much you affect other people's life, how much you mean to other people.
Right.
You know, you'd almost think I was thankful for you guys. Like next week is Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. You want to talk friends? I only got 2 friends in real life right now. That is Mrs. Hillbilly and her mom that lives with us also. You know, sort of towards his situation, the way he's living. We live the same way. I mean, Her mom's got her own bills. We got our own bills. We pay.
Right.
But other than that, those are the only two friends that I have. 'Cause I ain't got any other friends because all my other friends that I did have when I was younger have done moved on.
Right.
But I do have my internet friends, which is the people that's here, and then I got a few more. That's in my chat. That's in my chat every day, and that I consider friends, and that's all the friends I have.
Cane Checker's like, what the hell? I'm a chopped liver. You're not chopped liver. You know I can call you, and we can hang out over the phone, but we can't hang out in real person. You live too far away.
Watch out, Cane Shaker. He might ban you again. I worry about that. Worry about this tortoise here with the power he's got.
Walking a thin line there.
But no, seriously though, Cane Shaker is like the first friend the channel's had. Like he's supported channel like there's reasons why he can't be a member of the channel like financially on the like not financially, but there's reasons why you can't financially back the channel through memberships, right? Yep. But he's helped out both the auctions. He's helped out with mail days. He's helped out with the cards, everything. He's been the biggest backer ever. Really strong friend.
Yep, and I've been trying my dang on best to hit his name on gifted membership, but dag blagged, I miss every dang on time.
Right. It's amazing. The internet friends we got, like Cane Shaker. Then I should highlight Cane Shaker because he's here every morning with us. He's one of the stream, right? Oh, yeah. And I'm sorry if I made you feel left out because you're not left out, but like he's here putting in commands when I'm not, and I don't ask him to. He puts in commands. He helps keep the chat up to date, and he participates in the show like he's one of the show. He's like the cogwheels in the background, right? Yeah. He makes himself known, but he helps keep things moving because he makes the show as part of his own experience,
Yep. And I agree. Cane Shaker is an awesome friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's on my channel too sometimes, and when he's there, he speaks up, and that's good. That's great. I appreciate that. I appreciate it anytime somebody speaks up on my channel.
Look at that. Cane Shaker used my real name. No.
Oh, so that's your real name. So now we know.
Right.
I thought your name was Steve.
This whole time I thought your name was Steve.
Hey.
Hillbilly knew my name. He's just joking around.
True. It's like he knows my real name.
Ooh, yeah. Well, the difference between us is your real name is in your name of the show.
Yeah, true.
My real name is not in the real name. I don't care you use my real name because people use my name like fun.
I don't either.
You guys rock for sure. Anything that you guys want to add to the conversation really quick?
Well, if you're not happy, find your friends.
Well, like me currently.
Oh, exactly. Like me currently.
Hey!
There we go.
We put a smile on his face, guys.
If you're not happy, make sure you find a friend. That brings you light. And anything that doesn't make you happy, just get rid of it. Right. With the exception of adulting, that doesn't make anybody happy, but remember when you're doing your adulting activities that kind of bring you down, maybe that when you get home, you can vegetate in front of a television set with a coffee. Or whatever makes you happy. There's all these things that you can do. Just make sure you get out there and take you time.
Oh yeah, you need you time, and if it helps you, if you can afford it, or if your insurance will cover it, sometimes finding a therapist, like a certified therapist, not makeshifting a therapist, sometimes can help you. Like I see a therapist every 3 weeks, and that helps me sort out things because sometimes, like you can talk to your wife or your son or your friend, but they're not paid to be your therapist. They don't think like a therapist. A therapist has a different way of thinking, sometimes helps you work through your own thought processes.
Yep.
That could be a help to you too.
Yep. Also,
Right. And the conversations that you can have with any one of those individuals doesn't always overlap, but with a therapist, they're kind of the all-in-one.
That's right. That's right. Teach you, dude, here to throw in some truth. Boom, boom, boom.
And also, if you're sad, which is another thing that can make you unhappy, find somebody that can make you laugh. There are several people out there that makes fools of themselves. Not necessarily makes fools of themselves. Some of them out there are funny. For example, I will go ahead and name one person that I know of that does make me laugh sometimes. He goes by Richie Dubs. Watch some of his shorts, and I guarantee you'll start laughing. And once you watch some of his shorts where it's making you laugh and stuff, you'll come up out of that sadness, and then you'll be happy.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need to be happy.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you need to find your happy spot. Sometimes going outside and getting some fresh air is happy. It's like, and it depends on the person you are. You got to know yourself. You got to know what kind of person you are. Like, I'm a light person. See, my family are dark people. We got like that curtain right there is actually a blackout curtain that's showing in some light, right? They really like the dark house because they sleep during the day. I don't, so I have to step outside a lot to get some sun rays on my skin and feel that outsideness. That's why I love mowing the lawn. It gets me outside. Sometimes I have to turn on music. I love listening to my new metal punk rock music. Find things that trigger your happiness, because we can't always control what makes us happy. We can't always control things that are trying to tear us down. We can't control other people, but we can control ourselves.
All right.
Yeah. Sometimes it's harder said than done. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess my only thing I'll tack onto the conversation is sometimes you need to get outside of yourself to help yourself. So, like, people get too caught up in their head or whatever and their feelings, or and even if they have real life stuff going on,
right.
Real ailments or whatever. The other just yesterday or the day before, I helped my buddy move a bed from one place to the other, and it was nice to just reconnect with him and spend a couple hours and help him lift a heavy thing from one spot to the other. And so, sometimes that's always helpful. If your buddy's been like, "Hey, man, I was gonna paint my house," or "Man, I really needed to go, like, I don't know, move this couch or something," like, maybe help them out with that. Get outside of yourself for a little bit. That might help.
Sometimes, yeah, like for sure. Like there was a time in my life when I was trying to figure out my own life and to being happy and depression. There was a time I was actually asking people how I came off. I'm like, I said this. Did I come off weird? Did I come off angry? Did I come off like this? Sometimes I had to reaffirm that I wasn't going one way, because sometimes we need outside help. And part of that is stepping outside your own brain space, because you do this right. You can get stuck in your own head. You can feel trapped in your own brain, your own thoughts. So sometimes pushing yourself outside of that can help.
Just like this show today, between you and me, Tortoise, you thought I would have gotten offended by something like this, and I wasn't. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's a topic that doesn't get talked about a lot.
Right.
This is not a how-to video. This is discussing it with people to let people know that they're not the only ones out there struggling.
Exactly.
And thinking of the struggling, now it's time to struggle with.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Chores lit, MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beat.
Billy will play pieces in hand. Magic the Gathering is where he stands.
boost that stack up like a dream in this world. He's the dream of opening fire, emotions on the wire. His hands are his tools for the fight, flipping cards all through the night. Hopes and dreams in every pack, he won't ever turn his back. Fire in every pack, he opens.
Alrighty,
let's see what we pull today. Easy pack though.
Woo-woo.
Got us a toy.
Nice. You got the card for that toy token.
Yep. Worker Folk Thresher. Peculiar Lighthouse. Ghost Vacuum. Untimely Malfunction. Beastie Beatdown. Paranormal Analyst. I need that.
Nice.
Vilmerk Leech. Erotic Apparition. Flesh Borer. Cracked Skull. Glimmerburst. Hand That Feeds. Living Phone. Dexterous Clown.
Woo woo. What a pack. What a pack. What a mighty fine pack.
Yeah.
Woo woo.
Yeah, that ghost vacuum's at least $5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then the token is probably gonna be worth a buck. It gotta be worth around 50 cents.
And with that blue card I said I needed, it'll go good in my Manifest Dread deck.
Yeah. Because that's one that draws a card when enchantments come to play.
Now, when you Manifest Dread, you know how you manifest, you put one on the battlefield and the other into the graveyard.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you put the card into the graveyard when you Manifest Dread, instead of putting it in the graveyard, it goes to your hand.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. That will help you out a lot when it's out and play. And homie, don't play, right? Homie, don't do that. All right. All right. Okay, I'm done trying to be funny because I was trying to mimic Homie the Clown, which is a funny guy from A Living Color back in the day, if you remember that series.
Oh, the Wayans brothers.
That's right. Wayne's Brothers rocked. Now, we're going to start rolling into the shill section, and we're going to start rolling with the only logo in the house. You got everything you need prepped up, TC Dude?
Actually, no, I don't. I'm over here gardening in Final Fantasy. I have a baby in one hand and yeah, mouse in the other. Okay, so yeah, man. Hey, I'm Alex, the TCG dude, out here trying to keep Magic alive, and apparently I'm doing a good job at it because man, it is hitting mainstream everywhere. Did you see the latest news today with Hasbro getting sued? Woo!
I covered that yesterday.
Yep.
Oh man, ain't that crazy? All right, well, you know, despite all their nonsense, I'm out here trying to do my thing. So if you like Magic music, I got a parody on my channel called My Hand. You can check that out. If you want to play Magic with me, you can hit me up on the Discord. I do Magic Online and Arena. If you want to buy Magic, I have a box battle series going on right now. Core sets 2013, 2012, and 2011. We are currently on 2013. It is $30 shipped to your door. 5 packs guaranteed. We're battling high and low CMC for an extra 3 packs. And I do have a couple of triumphs floating around here. I didn't quite get the model set up yet, but I was thinking that the losers, in air quotes here, the people that don't win the high-low CMC, are going to have a roll-off for a free triumph.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that'll sweeten the deal a little bit there. And then I got a couple of pre-release kits and arena codes that I'm going to roll off to viewers during the stream, right? So even the people that didn't buy in per se but are watching might be able to catch something too.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's it for me, man. I appreciate the time.
Oh, yeah. No matter what. We're going to roll from TCG Dude on to Hell Wheeler.
Hey. So tomorrow, it is the local TCG Question Chaos.
Question Chaos.
Yeah. We are looking at the crazy cards that are overpowered and are on the restricted or limited list. So you can only have either 1 or 2 copies of them in your deck because they are that OP. And we'll also be having a look, see if there's any cards that we think maybe need to be on this list or perhaps need to be tweaked a little bit because they're currently too OP. So that's going to be good bit of fun. That's tomorrow on my channel. I think if I remember correctly, it's 6 Central. But the duo will go up, and other links will be sent out on Discord and should be on my Twitter near the time.
Cool.
Nice. All right, now we're gonna go from how will I roll over to KJ Cowboy Dan.
Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. I hope you guys are being good heads out there in chatland today. Be happy. And if you're not happy, there is a song that I would recommend. If you go to the YouTubes and you look up Don't Worry, Be Happy, a particular actor that we all enjoy is in that Bobby McFerrin video, Robin Williams. Don't worry, be happy. That's my song of the day. I don't know if you already picked one out, but I figured, why not? I shout my answer out. As Jesse said, we got a lot of fun stuff Jesse and I got going on. So if you join us Wednesdays, Procrastinating Across the Oceans, you can also check out last night's episode where I did something fun. We got Jesse to read a bedtime story to our viewer Roz, and we made some AI fan fiction. And we have some other fun stuff like that coming up next week, where on Procrastinating Across the Ocean, where Jesse and I are going to do bad AI ad reads.
Cool.
Bad AI ad reads. That's funny.
Oh, that sounds amusing. I'm there.
Oh, then you could join us to help us read one of the bad AI ad reads. And you can join us in chat as well, chat.
Woo woo.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And now we're going to get to me. No, I'm kidding. We're going to get to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. 692 subs. Let's keep on growing the channels. Let's comment, subscribe, and like the streams. I will be streaming again, trying to climb that ladder this afternoon at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. And usually on Tuesday afternoons, it's viewer battles where I go against my viewers and channel members. And just like Chores' channel, my channel, we do have memberships. You can join if you want to, or you can support us the free way, liking, subscribing, and leaving that comment after the stream's over with. Anyway, that's all that's going on today. And let's pass it on over to Tortoise.
Super fast Tortoise here to stay. Everybody, I want to thank you for being here today. But tonight is Thursday. We're going to be on DJ stream tonight, so we can hang out with DJ and chill the auction out once again. Also, tomorrow is the auction day, so there's not going to be an F&M tomorrow because we're going to be busy hosting the auction for the fundraiser, so we can get some coffee mugs.
Dude, I'm super excited about that auction, man. Like, obviously, I can't say, hey, I'm gonna get those cards because people can always outbid me. But dude, I got my eyes on a couple of, in the list, and they're gonna help some pre-modern decks. And boy,
pre-modern decks, hell yeah! And also, to remind you of the auction. I know I showed that out a little earlier today, but tomorrow it's going to start at 5 p.m. It's going to be on YouTube. You're going to pay through PayPal, and to get your address so I can send you your cards, you need to be a part of Discord. I mean, if you don't have Discord and you have Facebook, you can reach me through Facebook, but I prefer Discord because it's more private that way. All right. So, tomorrow's episode, we're going to dedicate to the auction. We're going to talk about the auction so we can answer everybody's questions in the morning so people are prepped and prepared for the day. At least that's my plan. But outside of that, I want you to hit that like button if you like today's video. I want you to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and want to see more content like this every day. We try to do this every day, right? And on top of that, I want to remind you, right? I want to remind you, everybody, that you are loved, someone's thinking about you, and try to make someone's day a little bit brighter today. Rock on.
I totally want to thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate it, 100%. Like this video as if it's your favorite kind of pizza, dude. And if you wouldn't mind, consider smashing that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. Every one of these things you do helps the channel out a lot.
The moves, the strategies, and the flash.